This is Raider News with Caleb Brady and Kelsey Ames with the news, Amber Simmons with arts and entertainment, and Trevor Skanes with sports. And now from Studio B at Scotch Plains Fanwood High School, Caleb Brady and Kelsey Ames.
Hi, my name is Caleb Brady and welcome to the January edition of Raider News. First off, let's take a look at some of the highlights from this year's Holiday Choral Concert. This year, How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying is Repertory Theater's spring production. Let's go on location with Katie Brianti.
Hi, I'm Katie Brianti here on location with Olivia Whitehouse, a member of the cast for Rep Theater. So can you tell me a little bit about the show that you're doing this year?
Yes, we're doing Has Succeeded in Business Without Really Trying, and it's about a guy named J. Pierpont Finch who finds a book about how to succeed in business without really trying, and he uses it to kind of climb the business ladder and for this company, and he meets a lot of crazy people, and he falls in love with my character, Rosemary, and yeah, it's all about everyone in the company's adventures.
That's really cool. So can you tell me who else is in the cast?
Yes, J. Pierpont Finch is played by John Dawson. The boss, Bigley, is played by Eric Calvo, and his love interest is played by Nicole Guzmano. She's playing Hetty. Lina Zickus is playing my best friend, Smitty. And Lauren Kilcullen is playing Mrs. Jones, and Chris Centenaro is playing Bud Frump.
That's awesome. Now, can you tell us when the show dates are?
Yes, March 14th through 16th, and then the next weekend is March 20th through 22nd.
All right, thank you. Good luck. Now back to the studio.
Now let's take a look at some of the holiday decorations surrounding SBF HS. Scotch Plains Fanwood High School recently hosted a blood drive on Wednesday, December 6th. Let's take a look at some of the highlights.
Hi, I'm Bianca DiMaria on location with Amanda Marcus, SGA officer. So what do you do at the blood drive?
So it starts at 8, and basically what we do is we welcome people in. They have to sign up before the blood drive, like a week before. They come in and they fill out a bunch of papers, they wait online, they get their blood tested, and then they get their blood taken. So the whole process takes about 20 to 30 minutes, and we have about 150 people that did it, so it's really cool. Yeah.
And where does the blood go?
Well, it gets sent to the New Jersey Blood Center, and then it gets transported to different hospitals for people who need it, like people with cancer or different kinds of surgeries that require blood transfusions.
Okay, thank you. Now back to the studio.
JSA recently created an iPhone app. Let's go on location with Dan Agostino.
Hi, I'm on location with Jacob Clapper. Now, Jacob, you created an application for JSA. Tell us, why did you create it?
Well, I felt that there was no connection between the JSA chapter and its members, and I found myself always wondering what the weekly debate was. So I felt that there had to be an easier way for the cabinet members and the members to stay in touch and be connected.
That's cool. Now, how is the effect throughout the nation?
Well, right now we have about 10 chapters in the state of New Jersey using it. And a lot of them had said that they think it's going to help them stay more organized, and it's going to make running their chapter a lot easier and smoother.
Okay, and how did you create the app?
I programmed it using a language called Objective-C, which is what Apple uses to program all of their software, and I programmed it using Xcode.
Okay, thank you. Now back to the studio.
Model UN recently held their mock session in the Upstairs Media Center. Let's go on location to find out more.
Hi, I'm Phil Tyson. I'm here with Hansel Romero, who's a part of Model UN. So Hansel, we heard that there was a mock session for Model UN recently. How did that go over?
It went really well. We saw a lot of potential in our new delegates and old delegates alike, and I think that this year is going to be a really good conference.
Great. So when you were talking about a conference, where, when, what is that?
Our conference is in Hershey, Pennsylvania at the Hershey Lodge. It is the weekend of January 10th through the 12th, and it's when the delegates go into their committees and debate the topics of those committees and simulate the United Nations in debate. I think that it's definitely a very good club to be involved in. It teaches you a lot about world issues and how to debate and speaking etiquette and stuff like that. It's very informative and very good for the students.
All right, great. Thank you, Hansel.
Raider News recently caught up with some students and faculty on their New Year's resolutions.
With the beginning of the new year, Raiders News went around to find out what students and faculty's New Year's resolutions are. Let's check it out. Resolution.
My New Year's resolution is to, keep on doing well, not get into trouble outside of school, and, keep being happy.
Just to be a better me, to get better grades, do better in my sports, basketball that is, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
To get better grades and to keep my room clean for a while because I never do that ever. So basically, yeah, that's it.
To spend less time using my phone.
My New Year's resolution is to stop cursing. My New Year's resolution is to start taking AWT because Coach Fabian was really mad I didn't take his class.
I want to be a better friend, and so people can talk to me more and I can listen better.
To read more and to exercise more.
To find the things to smile about.
Now let's check out this month's construction update with Kevin Kirby.
This is Kevin Kirby for this month's edition of Construction Update. We're standing here in the football and lacrosse locker room. They had some recent renovations like the benches and the whiteboard you see here. They knocked down some lockers to make room for this. They also widened the lockers, and they added a new locker room for the football and for the basketball and the soccer team. Also, the wrestling team has their own locker room. Back to the studio.
Now on to arts and entertainment with Amber Simmons.
Thanks, Kayla. On Friday, January 17th, the Quarter Dip will be held in the cafeteria from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. On Friday, January 24th, DECA will be having an entrepreneur breakfast from 8 to 10 in the NPR. Finally, on Wednesday, January 29th, the Instrumental Pops concert will be held in the auditorium. And now let's go to the Faculty Member of the Month.
Hi, I'm Leah Barney on location with this month's Faculty Member of the Month, Miss Fitzgibbons, who teaches marketing here at the high school. So, what other organizations are you involved in at the high school?
I used to be the advisor for DECA, which is the Co-Curricular Marketing Club, and I still help them out. I'm involved in helping out with FBLA, but I am one of the co-advisors for SAD, Students Against Destructive Decisions.
Can you explain a little bit more about what SAD is?
SAD stands for Students Against Destructive Decisions. Many years ago, it used to be called Students Against Drunk Driving, but it's expanded its reach, so it involves any kind of decision that a student makes throughout the course of their academic career. So no texting and driving, being aware of bullying and being nice to other people. And our club just recently won a driving simulator from a challenge called You Got Brains, which is in the health room now. They also won the National Driving Skills 101 Challenge, so their commercial has aired on MTV and ABC Family.
Wow, that is awesome. What other classes do you teach at the high school?
I teach Marketing 1, Marketing 2, Business Law, Math Explorations, and Consumer Finance, so I get to see a wide variety of students.
Yeah, very nice. We hear you're involved in fencing. What is that?
It's a sport that's commonly seen in the Olympics. My son started fencing, and while I was waiting for him at practice one day, one of the veteran fencers convinced me to try out the sport, so I've been doing it for a while, and last weekend I qualified to compete at the national tournament at the end of June.
Wow, that's cool. What other activities do you take part in outside of school?
I'm a diehard Giants fan. Even though we had a tough year this year, I still believe we can do well at some point in time and use this as a rebuilding year. I have 4 children, so that keeps me pretty busy as well.
Okay, thanks so much, and back to the studio.
Let's take a look at Student of the Month.
Location with Senior Student of the Month, Vincent Inuzzi. So, Vincent, how does it feel to be Student of the Month?
It feels really good.
So, I heard that you're a part of Air Force. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, I'm part of the Civil Air Patrol, which is the Air Force Auxiliary, and it's like the junior ROTC, but we get to, we wear our uniforms. You might have seen me wearing my uniform before, and then also every so often we get to fly planes around, and I'm working on my pilot's license.
So are you planning on going into the Air Force after school?
Air Force maybe, but probably Coast Guard if anything. I'll probably just stay civilian though.
Thank you. Now back to the studio.
Now let's take a look at January's featured artist.
Hi, I'm Danielle, and this is Kaylee Elsie, and this is Featured Artist of the Month. So, Kaylee, how long have you been drawing for?
Since I was little, like since before I could talk, I was drawing. Like I drew a crocodile, and I don't have any memory of the crocodile, but my parents say it was amazing, so. Yeah.
So, is there anything that inspired you, anything or anyone?
No one in particular, but like movies, video games, different medias inspire me. And sometimes I like see something, I just want to draw it, and then end up drawing it for like a week.
So you're a senior in high school. Are you planning to major in art in college?
Yeah, right now I'm looking at a school called Ducray because it's not exactly a college, it's a 3-year program, and then like it has credits that transfer to college, so you can go there for a few years or the whole 3 years and then go to a college and then major in art. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, but it's a lot cheaper than college, and costs are kind of scary. So, most art schools like $30,000 a year, and that's just way too much. So Ducray is only $10,000, so it's a lot more affordable, and it's a very nice school too.
What kind of art do you like to do?
I mainly draw, but I like to do a lot of different things like sculpting, marker. Sometimes I paint, sometimes I watercolor, color pencil, just whatever I have I use.
Do you do anything special for your art, or is it just in the school, or what?
I draw all the time. Just don't stop. Like you can't just do your art projects. You have to do art at a school, just like draw a lot in order to get good at it. And I draw in class, even though I'm not supposed to. I draw outside school. Just like it's the main thing I do, just drawing.
Thank you. That was Featured Artist of the Month. Now back to the studio.
Now let's go to Maddie and Jenny with this month's Music Critics.
Hello, Scotch Springfield High School, and welcome to this month's Music Critics, where we are paying ode to Luther Vandross. Luther Vandross has been in the music business over 35 years, but sadly in 2005 he passed away. However, his music continues to live on.
Luther had an amazing voice that we will remember forever. You can still support him on iTunes.
Now let's talk to our music fan of the month,
Miss Yvonne. So Miss Yvonne, what's your favorite Luther Vandross song?
A house is not a home.
And why is that?
It speaks for itself.
Now let's take a look at this month's viral videos.
This is Matt McGowan and
Elijah Fields.
And we're back with the viral YouTube videos. Now for our first video, it's a prank of a dinosaur scaring a Japanese man. Now I really like this. It was really funny, and the man believes it and actually starts to run from the dinosaur, so it's really funny. So Elijah, what do you think about this?
I thought it was really funny. Just seeing how he was falling, got back up, and he fell again, got back up, and his face expression was really funny. So I think you should watch this.
And now for our second video with Rebecca Black. It's Saturday. Now I really like this video. I thought it was better than Friday. She lived up to my expectations, actually. I didn't think it was going to be that good, but it's actually got almost 15 million views on YouTube, and I really like it. So what do you think, Elijah?
Friday wasn't all that, but Saturday is good. It's decent, and I think people should watch it.
Now let's take a look at this month's Look at the Past.
13 years ago, Radar News anchor John Corbin introduced an on-location reporter, Andrew Swoltz, who conducted an interview about the physics department egg parachute project. Let's take a look at the past.
A big hit in all physics classes is the opportunity students receive to design and construct a contraption when combined with an egg will safely land the egg on the ground without a scratch. Our very own Andrew Schwartz caught up with a few physics students to get their opinion on the day's activity. Andrew?
Sports with 34 News, and I'm here with Kara Bristol and Sean Lafkowitz and Tim Pei, 3 members of Miss Young's physics class. So could you guys tell me a little bit about what you're doing?
Well, Miss Young gave this project to us about a month ago when we were learning about air resistance and different forces and stuff. And we were able to construct a parachute, and then we had to put an egg in some object so that it wouldn't break, and I used a tennis ball for mine. I just padded it with cotton and bubble wrap inside, and then used strings to attach it to a hefty bag.
As you could above your head and then dropping from there.
And exactly how did you two go about constructing your egg parachutes?
I used Tupperware container for the egg, and then I took fishing line to attach silk parachute, and that's it.
And you made the parachute?
Yeah, I used a glue gun to put it together.
And what was the hang time for your 3 drops?
Mine was 3.7.
10.0. 3.5.
And you have the record for the hang time, Tim?
I believe so.
Really? Good for you, Tim. I'm very happy for you. Good job.
Now let's go to 2014's first edition of Fashion and Fads.
This month's Fashion and Fads, featuring Imani Nathaniel and Jenny Tyler.
Here we have Nicole and Danielle.
Nicole is wearing a blue Hollister hoodie, leggings, and boots.
Danielle is wearing a plaid shirt, a white tank top, and nice boots. Here comes Will and Alex.
Quilly is wearing a blue cane hoodie, dark wash jeans, and sneakers.
Alex is wearing a nice sweatshirt, nice jeans, and Timberland. Here comes Doug and Lauren.
Dougie is wearing a leather jacket, jeans, and white sneaks.
Lauren's wearing a pearl necklace, a nice cardigan, a nice watch, jeans, and Uggs.
And that's Fashion and Fads.
And now to Trevor Skanes with sports.
Thanks, Kayla. Stephanie Lucas caught up with a member of the boys basketball team to talk about their goals this season.
Hello, I'm on location with basketball player Sean Gary. Hello.
Hey.
So, what are your goals for this season?
Just to go all the way, win a state championship.
Very interesting. Have you guys picked the captains?
Not yet.
How did the scrimmage go this weekend?
It went good, you know. I had a lot of fun.
What's the next game?
Tomorrow versus Plainfield.
Are you guys very excited about this?
I know I am.
So, back to the studio.
Tyler Hubbard caught up with a member of the girls basketball team to discuss their expectations.
Location with Megan Welch, a girls varsity basketball athlete. So Megan, how's the season going so far?
The season's going pretty good. We had 2 scrimmages. One of them, or we actually had 3, but one got canceled because of snow, and we won both the scrimmages, so we're looking pretty good.
So when is the first actual game?
The first game is this Friday, December 20th, home against Summit. I believe at 6. I think the boys are after at 8, so.
So do you have any goals you're setting for the season, anything you want to accomplish this year?
Well, I just have more like team goals actually. Like I hope that we go very far in the county tournament and the state tournament as well. That's really it.
So since you're a senior, college is, coming around the corner. Any plans to play basketball or no?
Not basketball, but actually lacrosse. So I hope to play lacrosse at TCNJ.
Thank you, Megan.
No problem.
Now back to the studio.
Let's go on location with members of the boys and girls swimming team.
I'm here with Jeff Pert from the boys swimming team and Morgan Bransky from the girls team. Jeff, how are you doing this so far this year?
We're doing pretty good. I think we've only lost once this year so far. So, keep trying to win.
What are your goals for this year?
I think our goals this year are to make it as far as we can in states. I don't know if we'll be able to make it to state championships this year because we're not as talented, I guess, as we were in past years.
All right, thank you. So, Morgan, how are you guys doing this year?
Girls team is looking pretty strong. We got a lot of new freshmen, and we're pretty big.
What are your goals for this year?
We want to get further in the state championship and PowerPoint more meets.
Awesome. Now back to the studio.
Cameron Smith caught up with a member of the wrestling team to discuss their expectations this season.
I'm Cameron Smith. I'm here with wrestler Danny Van Brunt. So, Danny, how's the beginning of the wrestling season been for you so far this year?
It's been really good. We had about 50 kids sign up for the team, which is a lot. There's not much room in the wrestling room, and there's a lot of returning varsity players this year.
When's your first team match scheduled for?
Our first team match is next Friday, December 20th. We're going to Elizabeth.
And do you have any goals you want to accomplish by the end of the season?
Yeah, our South Plainfield moved out of our section this year, so as a team we could place higher in the state sections than we did last year.
Thanks, Danny. Back to the studio.
Interview of one of the members of the hockey team.
Hey there, I'm TJ Madden on location with Matt Halpin of our hockey team. So Matt, how's the season been so far?
It's been pretty good. We're 1-2 right now. We had a few tough losses, but I have confidence that we'll get back on track and hopefully make states.
And we're rooting for you. So what position do you play?
I play forward, usually right wing, but I'll play really anything as long as it's forward.
That's cool. And does the team have any goals for the season?
Well, this year we got a new coach, and he has a lot of high expectations for us. He wants to make states again, just like last year. We made it for the first time, and hopefully, win the state tournament while I'm here in the next few years. So, I really just hope that we could do well this season.
Nice. That's pretty exciting. And I wish you the best of luck. Thanks, Matt.
Let's go on location with a member of the bowling team.
With a member of the bowling team, Cullen. Now, how's the bowling team looking this year?
Looking pretty good. We have 10 extra members, all freshmen.
That's good to hear. And how's the matches gone so far?
We've beat Union, varsity lost to Westfield and Linden.
And what do you look forward to for the rest of the season?
Placing higher in counties when they come around and defeating our longtime rival ALJ.
Okay, now back to the studio.
The winter track season recently started. Let's go to Caleb Rembert to learn more about the team.
Hello, I'm Caleb Rembert on location with Aaron McGriff. So, Aaron, how's the season going?
Season so far, it's going pretty good. We're looking like we're going to have a really good team. A lot of people for every single event so far, actually.
That's good. And now, how's the boy team looking this year?
It's looking pretty good. Sprinters, we have, Kobe White, Cameron Smith, Merlin Edmond, a couple other people looking to come up too. And for like 55, 400, we're going to have a couple people as well. So that's looking pretty good. Hurl team's looking good as well. We might actually be looking to have 2 4x2 teams this year, possibly, because we have a lot of speed guys right now. And if they stick with it, we're going to have a very strong team.
That's good. So how's the girls team looking this year too?
They're looking to be pretty good as well. We got a couple new girls hurdlers, and we got a lot of returning sprinters for the girls team. So, like I said before, we should have a lot of variety in our team.
That's really good. Now, back to studio.
Let's go to Bianca DiMaria with Male Athlete of the Month, Eric Hogan.
Location with Eric Hogan, the Athlete of the Month. So, Eric, how is hockey going so far?
A lot of fun. We're trying to keep a above 500 to keep our goal of making states.
And what are your goals for this season?
I was the leading scorer like last year, so trying to keep that. But we're trying to make states again because it was our first time.
So, Eric, who are your captains this year?
We got Mike Rothman as our captain, and we got John Bruckman and Tyler Hargrove, our 2 assistants, are leading the team this year.
And how does it feel being Athlete of the Month this month?
I mean, it's cool. It's not a lot of players are the Athlete of the Month, and it's cool to represent the hockey team.
Cameron Smith caught up with Female Athlete of the Month, Tabitha Dwumfor.
I'm Cameron Smith, and I'm here with the Female Athlete of the Month basketball player, Tabitha Dwumfor. So, Tabitha, what position do you play?
I'm a center, forward, center. Yeah.
And how's the beginning of the season been for you so far?
It's good. I'm really excited. I think that we're going to be pretty good this year.
And when's your next big game?
Well, our first game is actually this Friday, December 20th, 7 p.m. It's at home versus Summit, so everyone should come out and support.
And do you have any goals for the season?
Yes, I would really like to win counties, and I think we can make it happen this year, so yeah.
Thanks, Tabitha. Back to you.
That wraps it up for sports. Now back to Kayla.
That concludes the January edition of Raider News. Have a happy new year.